My name's Russ Cook and I'm attempting to become the first person ever to run the entire length of Africa. This is where I started, this is where I'm heading, and this is where I am now.
I've run 8,763 kilometres so far and I've got 7,836 left to go.
So far on the mission.
I've survived alone in the desert, pissed blood, been robbed at gunpoint, thought I was going to be killed in the jungle, had my support van smashed to bits and raised 102,000 quid for charity. In this episode, I run the worst roads of the mission so far, the team splits up once again, Nelly gets a makeover and we reach the Benin border. With all the teams smashing it in recent weeks, the night before I decided to treat us all to a rare night of luxury. Fresh sheets, warm showers, AC blowing into our orifices, get a load of it. The good life didn't last long though. Jamie and James drove me to yesterday's final stop to hit Nigerian tarmac once more.
What's wrong?
I saw a dead body on the side of the road.
What?
Human body.
Human dead body, yeah. Like fully grown man.
Jesus. In full view of everyone.
That's driving past him.
That's insane.
So what's been going on with the roads? It's like too much traffic.
Bruv, just the roads are so thin, there's so much traffic. Even just from a sensory point of view, the noise is jarring. I have to have eyes on the road at all times because people just run me over. If I don't, I just have to jump in a bush. Truck coming past, truck coming past, truck coming past, dive in a bush. Big load of smoke gets blown in your face. Wipe it out of your face with your dirty hands, stings your eyes, go again. Oh, now I've got to jump in another bush. Get your head back up though, because you've got to look because there's another truck coming. I cannot do that for set like 7-8 hours a day for the next 2 months. No. Like, I just need a break of like, just quiet. I just need peace and quiet. That's all I want.
Last night's king treatment was well and truly over. Truth be told, I had a truly jarring AM so far. Still shook from the trials and tribulations of yester hours, I had to compose myself to get back on board with stomping the Nigerian road. As I was out there dodging red lorries, yellow lorries, the editing affiliation found the rest of the squadron a hotel for the evening.
Hey mate, you good?
Yeah, all right.
Oh, f***ing hell.
Yeah.
Look at that boy. That's what it takes, isn't it?
Yeah. My head was just out of the game today, I can't lie. After that first stop, I was like, head's gone.
Yeah. I could see it as well, to be fair.
So good. Mate, you get in at half time and go, rough one out of here. Let's just try and grab the nil.
Mate, I can't lie, that looks like you've had one of the toughest days.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I was wobbling around there for the rest of it. I got a banging headache. I don't know if I got myself a little tickle or heat stroke yesterday and it's just carried through. It was so that I just mentally checked out.
Is this route like the most mentally taxing you've been on so far?
So jarring. I think it's an accumulation of things, but you think like, I'm breathing in this shittest air, this black smoke. What even is this? Dirt in my fingernail, dirt in my nose, dirt in every orifice.
Is now a good time to talk about your girlfriend?
We were talking about icks, and I said, is there anything I do that gives you the ick? She was like, the only thing is your table manners. And I was like, what table manners? My table manners are decent.
Table manners never won any medals, but getting right on with it regardless of how you're feeling is a full trophy cabinet. Yesterday was one of the grittiest days of the whole mission so far. Today, however, I was adamant to make it a classic.
Yeah, I reckon some fried rice with some pork. And then we'll see what you have. The rice 800 and the meat was 2,800. Nice and warm, very fresh, good texture, nice bit of oil. Like always, salt is on point. There's like a really nice deep fried crust. When you press on it, you see the oil like sippling out. It's crunchy. I already noticed it with it eating, and like the juices are just like flowing out. This might be the best piece of pork I had in my life.
As James and Gus were filling their centre panels to the brim on boss level protein, I was out on road fast approaching Lagos. From a sensory point of view, this was likely to be a hellhole until I saw the other side. I was hoping for smooth sailing, however I was mentally prepared for a back and forth 12-round mental brawl.
After yesterday, sleep, possibly the worst day. How's that first 30k been so far?
I'm glad I got 30 out of the way. I do it sometimes because I'm like, I know I'm f***ed, so I'm like, make it 30, otherwise I'm not even going to get to 10, do you know what I mean? Mate, it's been really populated for quite a while now, to be honest. And like, Lagos is one of the biggest and busiest cities in Africa. I think it's the third biggest city in Africa. 18 million people out here. I just know running in these conditions is going to be a nightmare, and like if I only take one break, then it means that there's less pressure on the time.
You know, in terms of like motivation with these days, do you genuinely find it not easier, but because you're doing some work for a charity as well, do you feel like when you do get these hard days, it's something that's bigger than you, almost like push you through them, or do you find that you already have the motivation yourself?
I think it always has to be something bigger than you to some degree, but there's a lot of different things that motivate go into the pot for motivation, but the charities are a big one, you know, like.
What is the running charity about?
The running charity is set up to help people going through hard times in disadvantaged situations, you know, vulnerable young people. There's a total variety of what people's stories are and where they're from and what's happened to them, and can range from like refugees that have been human trafficked throughout world, people that have been victims of like domestic violence or drug misuse, young people that have come out of like the prison system, all this kind of stuff. Obviously running is a big part of it, you know, try and get people out moving, exercising is such an important part of trying to instill those values of discipline, motivation, and all of these kind of things that can hopefully go on to transform other areas of their lives as well. There's stories from people at the running charity that are honestly genuinely mental. Like, I could never pretend to have gone anything through it, but for me, like, knowing how much of an important part running, exercise, fitness was in helping me sort my life out as a young person, I know how powerful it can be when used in the right structures and like implemented in the right ways.
The hustle and bustle of a hugely populated city isn't ideal conditions for holding pace on the ones and twos, but add 38 degrees into the mix and we've got ourselves a party, boys and girls. One last push today, let's ensure it's a good one.
You're just telling me off camera that you gave up sweeties, something that you love, so Stan could give up vaping, right? And
I did it, or fuck, we're in this together, bro. You know, you give up your loser habit, I'll give up my loser habit.
so you've given up sweeties for how long now?
Mate, I haven't eaten a sweetie since Brazzaville. You'll find that's about 80 days. Should I eat the Skittles?
Do you not have a little bit of a palate cleanser though with that apple Fanta?
Just eat all the
You know,
that
that
says sugar goods before I get to the main attraction.
Oh, see, I don't know about anyone else yet, but what I used to do as a kid was like pour them out, colour coordinate them. I'd eat them in order of my least favourite colour to most favourite colour.
Oh, so you'd best till that?
Yeah, green first. And then for me, a bit of a toss-up between yellow and orange. They can go either way. And then we've got purples. There's only 2 reds, but I'll give you one, man. One. That's the mustard, man. That is the absolute
That's the goat, yeah. Bah.
Yeah. Slept in a bit this morning though, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm mate.
Nah, you're a Russ Cook, you ain't.
I mean, I'm still gonna do it. But
How does this...
I don't. I'm actually. I think I've got ill now. I don't know what. I've got.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. How are you doing this morning?
Awesome, strong. Bit of diarrhea, but that's normal once you eat Domino's. That's why you should eat street food all the time. Last day I've been drinking out of bottles instead of tap water. Could be one of those two.
I could actually imagine that having that
Stop
effect.
to licking the ground as well.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
probably
yeah,
it. Like, there.
Mate, I've been clogged up with so much flying at me for 3 or 4 days. Just like,
Yeah.
I got sprayed with yesterday. That's not going to help the situation.
That's not ideal, that.
Nah, like, it's just,
We both get hay fever and mine has kicked off for the first time in Nigeria.
Oh,
I think-
yeah,
I,
mine
I,
actually
honestly,
has as well.
I honestly think it's just the dust.
oh, maybe I've just got hay fever. That is behaviour.
You may or may not, probably not, because they're not that important, notice an absence of James and Jamie.
Oh yeah, I did notice that. Yeah, they're gone to go and get the van windscreen fixed, I believe.
Which is thrilling news because we nearly died at least 8 times last night.
Yeah, that windscreen's so much up.
The guy's got an actual Iveco windscreen, isn't he? Allegedly, yeah. I don't know if it will fit anymore because the whole A-frame's but we'll see.
Why has that meant we've had to split up?
Stan, I've got about 2.5 brain cells left, mate. I'm not sure.
Cool. So if you just slap your mouth and I'll speak for you. So basically, yeah, they split up because we need to cross the border because I'm the hardest geezer and I refuse to stop running for any reason, even if I'm incredibly injured and I'm ill as well. Yeah, there you go.
Fantastic. While Stan was getting too big for his boots, James and Jamie were pulling into the mechanics to see if we could finally get our astonishing angel of a wagon, Nelly, into fighting shape once again.
The worst thing about driving Nelly is just you cannot see jack shit.
Yeah.
We've gone from a cracked plastic windscreen to a brand new glass windscreen. So now we're going to be able to see. She's a little bit bumpy and a bit slow, but at least we can see where we're putting her now.
Yes.
But we can't drive her just yet because the glass has got set. So they've kindly invited us to their guest house where apparently they've got a canteen and a swimming pool as well, right?
Yeah, that's what he said.
And
You know what the biggest problem is, though?
Oh no, is there a problem?
We have to get there on a boat.
You're so scarred with those. But no, I'm excited. We're going to get Gus now because we need some more money. And then we're going to be going on the boat. I'm looking forward to it. My optimism is high. So let's go. Let's see what's about to happen.
Sweet.
Nice and busy here, eh?
For me, it's like the constant pile of everywhere. Really nice, fresh water, just refreshing. That gets sprayed all over me every time a car comes.
You can. I assume you wash yourself in it regularly. Yeah. Uh-oh. What is it that's not giving at the moment?
Everything. My back's still my legs are my muscles feel now also my head feels and I just feel ill. I got sprayed again with today, which really doesn't help things.
No, it's not a real hard vibe, that. I wouldn't say.
Actually, James didn't even tell me, but I ate sweeties for the first time in 80 days yesterday. They bought me some Skills.
Fair.
Yeah.
Mate, I think it's fair enough.
Tucked them away. Mate, you're, give me the camera. Stan?
Yes?
Going on holiday
Yeah.
in how many days, bruv?
Day is it? If it's Monday, then
Yeah, it is Monday.
3 days time.
How you feeling about that,
I'm
bruv?
very excited.
Yeah.
Mostly about not editing. I'm going to specifically seek out and drink a strawberry daiquiri just so I can send a photo to you.
Yeah, do it though. I want you to enjoy that strawberry daiquiri. And then when you come back, it'll be like final stretch basically, won't it?
Depends how fast you're moving.
Anything else that you want to say to the audience before we leave?
I want to say that I have 6,000 followers on Instagram and I decided to message the most expensive hotel in the entire island. They were like, yeah, you can have it half price with
Do you reckon that
activities every day.
free activities?
Like whale watching and turtle stuff.
That's not bad because I don't know what ROI they're getting on that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, probably not that much. But to be fair, it's a pretty targeted audience. It's in Africa, so. I want you to give me the last 3 words that your brain has. Just 3.
Spade, container, roof. As Stan was rubbing his holiday into my grubby face, the lads were invited to stay with the company's guest house who were repairing Nelly's windscreen.
Go on, let's have a little tour of the upstairs.
Even 3 beds, perfect.
Mate, for my first night of editing, it doesn't really get much better than this, does it?
Does not. Well, it's just a bit stupid, isn't it, really?
Yeah, all of this for free. And do you really know why?
No? The guy on stage is like us.
Oh, come on.
It actually doesn't get better.
Tennis courts,
Yeah.
swim pool in that direction.
You're not getting any.
Okay, you want some fish and chips or a club sandwich? You.
Just having warm food, man.
Meanwhile, on the other side of Lagos,
If you're not
belong, oh, you better come out, oh. If you no belong, oh, you better come out, oh. Your papa no dead yet, your mama no dead yet. Baby, me tell you say, if you go buy some, I do my own, oh. You find me come.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
It's my pleasure actually meeting you. The first one white British man I've ever seen.
Really?
I think I've actually seen a lot of British in South Africa and but like in Nigeria, conversing with one without actually giving me that differentials of the black and white, without any forms of racism. I think I enjoy that a lot. So thank you for that.
Good eatings, geezer.
All in, bruv.
Sleep well? Oh, terrible. We had some guys where we're staying just pull their van in and start fixing it. Finished about 5 a.m. Nice.
Yeah, fair play.
Fair play.
Fair play. Nice sleep. I feel pretty bad, but I don't know what's going on. I've just got a pinging headache right here.
That is the same headache I have with malaria.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah. We've got no way to test it until the boys get back to us, so.
Oh yeah.
He's ready.
Okay, Sarah.
Last day in Nigeria today.
It is.
I've really enjoyed it. No majorly bad experiences, which is potentially just luck, but everyone's been lovely, pretty much. And it's been really nice speaking English.
I think that's been the big one for me. Actually being able to communicate with people. It's been handy.
I'm the same as you, it's made me really desperately want to learn language.
Yeah. It's actually pathetic that we only know one language. Makes me feel like a loser.
I hear you.
What's going to be first up for you?
Spanish.
Spanish, yeah, I think in Spanish too. But I really want to go with like Arabic as well.
Arabic would be really cool.
Oh, anyway.
Cool. Alright, good luck.
I'll see you later.
I'll see you at 15.
I was getting in and amongst it with the gravel brigade. At the same time, James, Gus and Jamie were travelling from their night in paradise back to shore to pick up Nelly and meet me and Stan.
Now hurry up, Gus, we can see now.
I mean, maybe caution would be.
Yeah, no, definitely. We still need to be a bit cautious with poor old Nelly.
What was it? How long is this bridge?
11.5 k's long. It's an incredible long bridge. It reaches from all the way there to all the way there. Goes straight to the swamp. 0 given. Incredible. Already built back in the 90s, financed in the 80s. An incredible piece of human art here in Africa, showing the people what Africans can build.
So yeah, Gus likes bridges.
So there's this really famous slum in the water in Lagos. They call it after the Venice of Africa. It's a gigantic, big slum. All facilities are there, bars, but there's even a floating school. Yeah, it sounds like a really cool place. Unfortunately, we don't have time to check it out.
That would be crazy. That would be so cool.
With Nelly galloping through African lanes yet again, I was taking my first break of the day.
Hello.
Hello, bruv.
So in lighter news, the boys have got their new windscreen. It's all done. They've picked it up. They've sorted money and they're heading over.
Sweet as.
So they'll be with us probably before you even finish running today.
Nice.
And we can all cross the border as one big happy family.
Mate, did you see? I hadn't seen this in Nigeria yet. The checkpoint lads, yeah, with no uniforms and golf clubs. I was like, that's a bit much. Do you know what I mean? So I got to the actual checkpoint and they stopped me, and I said to them like, "What's the gig with these lads up there with golf clubs? Like no uniforms and golf clubs." Do you know what I mean? And they were like, "Oh, they're like they're called errand boys, like errand boys." So the actual officers pay errand boys to like do their job for them, basically.
Really?
Yeah. So you know when you see all the like a lot of the time you see the officers just sat in these little huts all day.
Yeah.
And then you see the blokes in no uniforms actually manning the checkpoints in this.
So interesting. So they're just so lazy that they pay off people for money to hit cars with sticks.
Yeah.
That's wild. Any closing thoughts on Nigeria overall?
Overall, people from Hull been pretty good. I've been really impressed with how like developed it is, especially to compare some of the countries that we've been to before. The food's been great. The fashion of the people is outstanding.
Agreed.
The a cappella boys last night, they were great.
They were Ace, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just see a country with a lot of potential, really.
I shall see you at the end of Nigeria. Yay.
We'd spent a few long weeks in Nigeria and I had mixed feelings about leaving, but nonetheless, I was ready for a change. But the boys on the Benin border had other ideas.
You good there, too?
So because that's getting questions. Well. What is going on here, fellas?
Just doing a bit of malaria testing.
So you're both feeling a little bit poorly today?
My friend.
A little bit.
Hi. There, I was speaking. Daddy told them they're with me or something.
It's all sorted now, boys, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all sorted.
It's all been sorted out. They are supposed to leave Nigeria yesterday, not today.
Yes, we understand.
I told you, right?
They stamped us out.
It's been done it's great.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. They stamped us out.
What did they tell you before?
They said we was late a day. I said yes, and then he said okay, and then he stamped me out.
They told you to tell them to find them something. I came out to assist you.
Sir, why?
You understand?
No one's annoyed.
You understand?
I don't understand.
You don't understand?
No, I don't understand.
They told you, the man said he told you to ask them to find them something.
No, he didn't. He's lying.
Should we go to him? Yes.
Should we just leave?
So you're negative, Russell?
I believe so. Sober.
Happy days.
After us.
So does that mean you just be...
Should we both just bounce? And then just go and stand that we're bouncing?
Yeah, just say you're going to find a hotel.
Just like us two.
Borders are fun, aren't they?